Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Before heading into the weekend, I thought we could have a casual look at a couple of nice watches that I have here on my table, and maybe a nice one as well that I have on the wrist. So I haven't talked much about it yet, but I've really enjoyed this Omega Seamaster boutique edition. So the format is similar to the city editions of a couple of years ago. This one is the boutique edition, celebrating not a city but Omega itself. It won't be limited, but it's just limited into how many they can produce and how quickly they decide to deliver them, and it's not going to be a lot of them. So if you're looking for this model, just talk to your Omega boutique, and you can see all around the caliber 8800 here the iconography of Omega, related to the sea, to the space exploration as well. I can zoom in a bit more. Very special Omega boutique edition, and this one has the extra special bit that in the serial number there is the country code for calling Hong Kong 852, and I bought it in Hong Kong, of course. All right, so on the table, the other Omega I have is my favorite watch at the moment. I think it wears supremely well at 39 millimeters. It is the museum. So the museum collection are watches that are at least 60 years old from the back catalog of Omega, that Omega decides to redo pretty much identical with the modern, of course, calibers inside. This one here, the number 8 in the collection, called the Racend Timer. I don't think it replicates exactly a model actually from the early 50s, but early 50s chronograph will have this sort of look, these sorts of indices and hands. I think this one is just absolutely sublime. I love the contrast and the color of the precision scale and the tachymeter scale as well. And you have a bit of also different finish on the subdials as well. Beautiful hands, similar to the hands you have on the Seamaster, which by the way are all 18 karat white gold, as well as the indices and the Omega logo. Just a gorgeous piece with the not often used case, a bit more elongated, but still with the lyre lugs, and a great crown. Every detail really interesting on this boutique edition. And these here, the museum pieces, were built some 10 years ago, and looks like they made almost 2,000 of each, and they send them still to the boutiques. When they sell one, they send them another one. And you can see the video. When we saw this one with my friends, we fell in love at the boutique, but it was really well hidden in a corner, so you never know what you can find at the Omega boutique. I really love the lugs here, very reminiscent of what Patek does. And the rose gold color is also very nice. Inside you have a caliber that's not often used. Was used also, I think it's the caliber, I forgot the reference, I think it's 3201. Let's hit the brakes for a second, because inside this watch is a very special caliber. The 3201 was only ever used in this watch and in the beautiful limited edition enamel dial 50th anniversary moon watch. So this is the manual wind version of the 3313 caliber. So this 3201 has Frédéric Piguet base, but you have the addition of the famous now co-axial escapement of George Daniels. It runs still at 4 Hertz, so it hasn't been tuned down. As you can see, it has beautiful hand finishing, including heat blued screws and the column wheel, and you have a vertical clutch, so you can leave it running without harming the movement, and you have actuation of the movement without any jitter of the second hand. You have a free-sprung balance wheel, 55 hours of power reserve, so more than the classic 1861 that you would find in a regular moon watch. And also you have hacking seconds. So it's a very special caliber, only used very sparingly by Omega, and these days they don't even use it. It's a manual wind, so the watch is very slim, there's no date. And it's not unpleasant to wind, quite smooth, rubbery. The actuation is nice and firm, and the reset as well, a strong click. But really the beauty of this piece is unique. The contrast, the look on the wrist, it is absolutely sublime for me. So these are not very common. Retail is fairly expensive, but still under 20,000 US. And I don't think you can be disappointed if you own one of these. The case is as good as you'll see from longer, and I think the lugs as nice as the lugs from Patek. And I really love the 50s feel, and yet it feels very modern, and you have the reminder that it's a co-axial and chronometer as well. So here we have my little Patek, 36 millimeters, but with the outcrop of the buttons, it looks bigger. Also you have the crown guards, white gold, manual wind, movement base 215 Geneva seal. Always a lovely movement to look at. You can see the Geneva seal. And I guess I should show this watch more often. This one is great. You have the white gold buckle with the Calatrava cross, still original black leather band. You know, I like some excitement when on the dial when I buy a dress watch, and this one definitely has a lot of that. It has a sector dial with 2 sub dials. On top you have the 24-hour for the related to the black hand, and you have the running seconds there. The 3 and the 9 configuration is actually with the dot style indices elsewhere. It's actually one of the most unusual ones, harder one to find. All the other versions of this don't have this configuration and are easier to find. Some of them have the Breguet numerals. But anyway, you push this button to adjust the time here if you just want to have the 2 hands, and almost have a regulator style of watch, because you have the 24 hours here, minutes and second. You can do that, but if you want to, if you travel, then you can keep track of your home time as you travel. The way I'm using it is as a GMT, so the time here, 7 a.m. would be the time back in Europe. And you can see here, so 7, you know, it's 7 a.m. here, so those two are related. And here it is 1 in the afternoon. And yeah, what I love is how everything is so crisp. So there's something with high horology, with quality manufacture that you don't get at lower price points. So if you can get these, find these at a good price, I wouldn't hesitate. Even if you don't have the box and the papers, you know, you don't wear the box and the papers, you enjoy the watch. Let's zoom in again on the finish here of the plates. Finally, maybe something a bit more affordable. Here we have the Tudor Black Bay Master Chronometer in a ceramic. So great, you know, as you can see, it doesn't have any scratch. I've been wearing it every weekend with the kids and all that at home, and as you can see, it's still super clean. I've just removed the fabric strap because I wanted to take a look again at the movement. Unique to this watch, all blacked out. I think it's so cool. So Meta certified. This one runs on the dot. It is pretty much amagnetic. Of course, this is a diver, so really this watch is a great piece for the weekend, for the holidays. Black rotor, very unique, and yet you can now find these in every shop almost, every boutique, every AD. You can find them also on the resale market at a discount. And as much as Tudor is starting to irk a lot of people, me included, I mean, it's normal. They riding a strong wave of success, so they keep on producing new and new models, and we expect them to do so. But sometimes you buy them and then you realize maybe it's a bit too junior for you. I think if you're a bit getting older, maybe we're not the public anymore of all their releases. I think this one stands out. I never thought I would buy a blacked out watch, but this one is not blacked out. You know, it is actual. Everything is ceramic, and it's not PVD. That's one thing. And then you have an excellent bezel. It's really super sharp, and really aligns perfectly, which is also unusual. And I just love the contrast of the loom they have chosen on this pitch black dial. Too bad they don't use AR coating, because it's very difficult to show you the watch as it is in person. And same for the movement, it's very difficult to find the right angle that doesn't have a lot of reflection on it. But yeah, it is very unique. It has a lot of presence. It's light. I've really been enjoying it a lot. So there you go. Just wanted to wish you a very good weekend. And any question about these nice watches, let me know. Really, it's a great pleasure to own these Omega and the Patek and these Tudor watches that I wear them a lot. I wear them as much as I can. Often rotate during the day, so they get a lot of wrist time. Thank you for watching. Yes, any question, put them in the comment, and I wish you a great weekend. Bye bye.